Every band is like a marriage, and rock and roll has no shortage of ugly breakups, drama, infighting, and fallout. Here are the ugliest breakups in rock history, Part 1. Number 10. Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. By the late 1970s, Black Sabbath were no longer the unstoppable force that invented heavy metal. The band was exhausted, drug use was out of control, and Ozzy's reliability had collapsed. While Sabbath were hardly clean-living professionals, Ozzy became the one the rest of the band decided had to go. Tony Iommi was the driving force behind pushing Ozzy out, but it was drummer Bill Ward, Ozzy's closest friend in the band, who was sent to deliver the news. In 1979, they fired him and brought in Ronnie James Dio, completely changing the band's sound and direction. Number 9. Jason Newsted and Metallica. Jason Newsted joined Metallica after the death of Cliff Burton, one of the hardest jobs imaginable in metal. He had the talent, the work ethic, and the hunger. What he didn't have was a band that knew how to grieve. Metallica never fully processed Cliff's death, so Jason became the replacement and in some ways, the target. He was hazed relentlessly. Then came the insult fans still talk about. On And Justice for All, his bass was mixed so low it's not there. The breaking point came when Jason wanted to record with a side project called Echo Brain. James Hetfield objected and said he didn't want a Metallica member's energy going anywhere else. For Jason, that was the line. In 2001, after 14 years of giving everything to Metallica, he left. Number 8. Richard Wright and Pink Floyd. During the making of The Wall, Pink Floyd were broken. Roger Waters had taken near-total creative control, and keyboardist Richard Wright became the casualty. Waters pushed him out, demoting him to a salaried hired gun. Call it karma or just irony, but when Wright played the Wall tour as a salaried musician, the production was so expensive that he was the only member of Pink Floyd to actually make money from it. Number 7. Fleetwood Mac. This one is more of a how did they not break up story. Fleetwood Mac should have fallen apart, but somehow held it together and made one of the greatest albums of all time. Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks were breaking up, Christine McVie and John McVie were divorcing and still sat across from each other every day. Mick Fleetwood's marriage was collapsing. Then after Rumors was already finished, Mick and Stevie started an affair, making sure no relationship in that band was left untouched. The power of Rumors is that it didn't come from the drama. It was written in the middle of it. Number 6. Izzy Stradlin and Guns N' Roses. As the band got bigger and more unstable, Izzy Stradlin was deep into heroin. Mr. Brownstone wasn't a metaphor. It was a day in the life of him and Slash written while they were living it. Then came the moment that changed everything. His rock bottom. He passed out and woke up choking on his own vomit. He got clean. And once he was clear-headed, everything around him looked different. The lateness, the riots, the egos, the constant instability. What used to feel like rock and roll now just felt exhausting. So in 1991, at the absolute peak, he walked away. In Part 2, we'll count down the top 5. Oasis, Van Halen, The Beatles, The Police, and at number 1, the most shocking breakup on this list.